Stoicism teaches that we are powerless over everything outside ourselves, whether it's people, events, or circumstances. The only real control we have lies in our own thoughts, choices, and actions. So, why waste energy stressing over the uncontrollable? Instead, Stoicism encourages us to focus on mastering our own minds, accepting life's twists and turns with steady composure. A core goal of Stoicism is conquering harmful emotions, anger, fear, jealousy, or uncontrolled desire, because these feelings shatter inner peace and cloud rational judgment. Stoics argue that destructive emotions stem from flawed beliefs about what is truly good or bad. By critically examining and refining our understanding, we can free ourselves from these emotional chains. When it comes to relationships, especially with the opposite sex, Stoicism offers crucial wisdom. It urges us to treat everyone with kindness, fairness, and respect, no matter their background or status. Yet, it also warns about the pitfalls of unchecked desire and emotional attachment. Stoics advise vigilance and self-control, reminding us to stay clear-headed and cautious in romantic pursuits. In this video, we're diving into a thought-provoking aspect of Stoicism, one specifically relevant to men. What should a man always keep private from a woman? Now, this may sound unusual, even controversial, but it's not about inequality or outdated ideas. Instead, it's rooted in the Stoic philosophy of human nature and the distinct roles men and women play in society. At its core, this principle aligns with Stoicism's ideal of self-mastery, which calls for discretion and modesty in certain matters. So, what exactly are these things that a man should always keep to himself? Get ready, because here are 8 of them. 1. His weaknesses. A Stoic man lives by timeless principles that shape his response to life's challenges, especially his own weaknesses. In Stoicism, character isn't measured by success or comfort, but by how one faces adversity. Instead of giving in to the urge to complain or seek sympathy, a true Stoic remains steady, refusing to be defined by his struggles. At the heart of this philosophy lies the idea of enduring all difficulties with Stoic resilience. A powerful mindset built on patience, fortitude, and unwavering self-control. But make no mistake, Stoicism isn't about ignoring emotions or pretending pain doesn't exist. Instead, it teaches that while external circumstances may be beyond our grasp, our response to them is entirely within our control. With a calm and rational mind, a Stoic transforms hardship into strength, proving that true mastery lies not in escaping life's trials, but in conquering them. A Stoic man refuses to seek sympathy or pity, even from those closest to him, like his wife or lover. Instead, he taps into his own reservoir of strength, understanding that true resilience comes from within. Stoicism holds self-sufficiency in the highest regard, fostering an unyielding inner strength that isn't dependent on validation or external comfort. While many believe that sharing vulnerabilities signals strength, Stoicism presents a different reality. A Stoic recognizes the power of silent endurance, not as empty posturing, but as a path to unwavering composure. This silence isn't about suppressing emotions, but rather choosing to confront hardships with steadfast mental discipline. Most importantly, a Stoic man never lets weakness chip away at his confidence or self-worth. Instead, he embraces his flaws as stepping stones toward growth. In the Stoic worldview, every struggle, every setback becomes a crucible for transformation. Acknowledging one's weaknesses isn't a sign of defeat. It's the raw material for shaping an unshakable, virtuous character. To the Stoic, life is an endless pursuit of self-discovery and mastery. Every challenge isn't a roadblock, it's an opportunity, a stepping stone toward refining the art of virtuous living. By embracing this mindset, a Stoic man finds deep purpose and fulfillment, not in avoiding hardship, but in facing uncertainty head-on with unwavering inner strength. In a world riddled with chaos and unpredictability, the Stoic man becomes a living testament to the unbreakable force of a disciplined mind and an unshakable spirit. 2. His mistakes. In Stoic philosophy, mistakes aren't just slip-ups. They're essential stepping stones toward wisdom and self-improvement. A Stoic man approaches his failures with humility, diligence, and deep reflection, using each misstep as fuel for personal growth. Instead of dwelling on regret, he embraces mistakes as opportunities to sharpen his character. One crucial Stoic principle is discretion. A wise man doesn't expose his failures recklessly, especially in a way that could be mistaken for ignorance or carelessness. This isn't about hiding flaws out of fear or shame. Rather, it's about recognizing that mistakes are personal lessons meant to refine his understanding rather than disrupt relationships or conversations unnecessarily. A Stoic man knows that every mistake is a private challenge, a chance to improve without seeking validation or pity. By owning his failures in silence, he transforms them into building blocks for a stronger, more disciplined self. In the Stoic mindset, humility and diligence are guiding virtues when facing mistakes. A Stoic man knows that to err is human, but he never takes his missteps lightly. Every task, every decision is approached with careful thought to minimize errors. Yet when mistakes happen, he doesn't shy away. He embraces them as tools for personal growth. Mistakes aren't signs of failure. They're crucial lessons. A Stoic never wastes time wallowing in guilt or self-punishment. Instead, he examines his errors with clarity, uncovering their root causes and absorbing valuable insights. This disciplined self-reflection ensures he learns from every setback, preparing him to handle future challenges with greater wisdom. But a Stoic doesn't stop at reflection. He takes action. With unwavering discipline, he corrects his mistakes, knowing that self-improvement is a lifelong pursuit. No failure defines him. Instead, each mistake becomes a stepping stone towards strength and mastery. Owning up to mistakes is a cornerstone of Stoicism. A Stoic man refuses to play the blame game. He neither points fingers at others nor drowns in self-pity. Instead, he takes full responsibility, focusing on how to fix his errors and avoid repeating them in the future. The great Stoic philosopher Epictetus put it best: "It is not the things that happen to us that trouble us, but our opinions about them." This profound truth highlights a core Stoic belief. It's not events themselves, but our reaction to them that defines their impact on us. By shifting perspective, a Stoic turns every setback into a lesson, not a burden. In the grand philosophy of Stoicism, mistakes aren't meant to be hidden. They are fuel for wisdom. A Stoic man transforms his failures into stepping stones for self-mastery, sharpening his discipline and resilience. Every mistake becomes an opportunity, pushing him toward greater understanding and lifelong self-improvement. 3. His dreams. Stoicism grounds dreams and aspirations in realism, pragmatism, and self-sufficiency. A Stoic man doesn't chase illusions or get swept up in unattainable fantasies. Instead, he pursues goals that truly align with his values and abilities, keeping his focus sharp and his ambition rooted in reality. This philosophy shapes how he shares his dreams, not out of secrecy, but out of wisdom. A Stoic man knows that exposing his aspirations too freely can lead to vanity and external validation traps. He doesn't seek approval or admiration. His purpose comes from within, not from the opinions of others. True fulfillment for a Stoic isn't found in recognition, even from a romantic partner. He follows his own inner compass, striving for personal growth and achievements that resonate with his authentic self. Chasing validation? That's a dangerous distraction, a path that leads to disappointment instead of genuine self-improvement. A Stoic man's approach to dreams is firmly grounded in duty, realism, and purposeful action. He doesn't chase illusions. He focuses his energy on goals that are achievable and meaningful, ensuring his ambitions positively shape his life and those around him. He knows that wasting time on things beyond his control is a trap, leading only to frustration and distraction. At the core of his philosophy lies self-reliance. A Stoic man never waits for others to validate or shape his aspirations. He trusts his own judgment, relying on his inner strength to turn dreams into reality. This isn't a rejection of support, but a firm declaration that his destiny is his own to forge. Marcus Aurelius captured this perfectly. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. This profound truth speaks to the essence of Stoicism. Real happiness comes from within, shaped by one's mindset and perspective. A Stoic man understands that his dreams aren't mere fantasies, but expressions of a thoughtful, purpose-driven mind. In the grand scheme of Stoic wisdom, aspirations aren't fueled by external approval. They're guided by inner clarity, discipline, and unwavering focus. He pursues only what aligns with his principles, ensuring every goal brings genuine fulfillment. His measured, introspective approach makes him a true embodiment of Stoicism, living with purpose, wisdom, and self-mastery. 4. His feelings. In Stoic philosophy, emotions aren't enemies. They're signals. A Stoic man approaches his feelings with self-awareness, mindfulness, and deliberate control, ensuring that they enhance his judgment rather than cloud it. He doesn't suppress emotions. He understands them, using them as tools for growth and wisdom. Many believe Stoicism demands emotional detachment, but this is a misconception. A Stoic man doesn't ignore his feelings. He embraces them thoughtfully, analyzing their influence on his state of mind. Instead of letting emotions overpower him, he interprets them, gaining deeper insight into himself and the world around him. Above all, a Stoic man remains vigilant. He refuses to let emotions hijack his reason. Stoicism teaches that wisdom comes from integrating emotional intelligence into rational thought. His responses to life's challenges aren't ruled by fleeting emotions. They're carefully guided, ensuring that every decision is made with purpose and clarity. A Stoic man is keenly aware of his emotions, yet exercises caution in how he expresses them. His restraint isn't about pretending to be emotionless. It's about choosing when and how to communicate his feelings in a way that is constructive and meaningful. He understands that unfiltered emotional displays, even with a romantic partner, can sometimes disrupt the balance of relationships. His decision to withhold certain emotions isn't repression, it's wisdom. Stoicism teaches emotional mastery, not detachment. A Stoic man chooses to express his feelings strategically, ensuring they reflect composure and rationality, rather than fleeting emotional impulses. In Stoic philosophy, emotions aren't discarded, they're refined. A Stoic man transforms his feelings into tools for self-awareness and wisdom, striking a perfect balance between reason and emotion. This harmony fosters a resilient, thoughtful approach to life, ensuring he engages with the world from a place of strength and clarity. In essence, a Stoic man's emotional intelligence isn't just about control. It's a deliberate practice of self-awareness, discipline, and thoughtful expression. His approach weaves a powerful portrait of a mindful, rational, emotionally intelligent individual, navigating the complexities of the human experience with purpose and wisdom. 5. His secrets. In Stoic philosophy, secrets aren't just hidden truths. They're reflections of personal dignity, discretion, and self-respect. A Stoic man doesn't share everything about his inner world, not out of deceit, but because he understands the profound value of privacy. His secrets aren't meant to be exposed carelessly. They're sacred pieces of his experiences, reserved for his own contemplation and growth. For a Stoic, guarding one's secrets isn't about secrecy for secrecy's sake. It's about wisdom. Not every detail of life needs to be laid bare, even with those closest to him. A Stoic man recognizes that true strength lies in knowing what to share and what to keep private, preserving his own sense of honor and integrity. Above all, discretion is a defining virtue. A Stoic man steers clear of gossip and slander, knowing that such behaviors not only violate trust, but also chip away at one's character. He remains silent, not out of fear, but because he deeply respects the privacy of himself and others. His restraint isn't weakness, it's proof of his unwavering principles. Honor and trustworthiness define the Stoic man. He is steadfast in his word, committed to integrity, and refuses to betray or deceive others. He understands that dishonesty erodes trust, tarnishing not only his character, but also the relationships he holds dear. His commitment to honor extends beyond his own reputation. It shapes how he handles his own secrets and those entrusted to him. A Stoic man's approach to secrets is rooted in protection and respect. He never exploits confidential information, whether his own or someone else's. Instead, he safeguards them, knowing that honoring privacy is a gesture of dignity. His discretion isn't about hiding truth or evading responsibility. It's about preserving the sanctity of personal experiences and respecting the inner lives of others. At the heart of this philosophy lies self-trust. A Stoic man relies on his own judgment, deciding carefully what to share and what to keep private. His confidence in his own inner strength isn't isolation. It's proof of his ability to navigate life with discipline. Cicero captured this belief perfectly. The most sacred thing in the world is the human soul. The Stoic man lives by this wisdom, knowing that protecting his own secrets and respecting those of others is how he honors the depth and dignity of the human spirit. Ultimately, his approach to secrets is a delicate balance of discretion, honor, and unwavering respect. He understands that not everything needs to be shared, and his ability to preserve privacy is a testament to his integrity. Through this philosophy, he embodies the true essence of Stoicism, living a life of virtue, respect, and unwavering self-mastery. 6. His pains. In Stoic philosophy, pain isn't just suffering, it's an opportunity for resilience and growth. A Stoic man doesn't run from hardship, he faces it head-on, proving his unwavering commitment to inner peace. His approach to pain is not about denial or suppression, but about transcending suffering with dignity and strength. In a romantic relationship, constantly displaying one's pains may be perceived as weakness, but a Stoic man never lets pain define him. He carries himself with steadfast composure, acknowledging that struggles are an inevitable part of life. Rather than succumbing to misery, he cultivates a cheerful, resilient spirit, showing that hardship can be met with courage, not despair. Endurance is his greatest weapon. He refuses to let pain control his mood or behavior. Instead, he meets it with patience and fortitude. Stoicism teaches that grace under pressure isn't weakness, it's the ultimate strength. A Stoic man embraces this philosophy, pushing through adversity with not just endurance, but remarkable joy. Stoic man refuses to moan or crumble under pain. Instead, he faces it with grace and gratitude. His endurance isn't about embracing suffering for suffering's sake. It's about transforming pain into strength. To him, every hardship is a lesson, an opportunity to grow and evolve, rather than wallow in misery. Seeking instant relief? Not his way. A Stoic man doesn't chase comfort, nor does he let pain dictate his spirit. He sees every challenge as fuel for resilience, reframing suffering into a test of character. His mindset isn't about suppressing emotions, but about harnessing them, ensuring pain leads to wisdom rather than weakness. He never seeks sympathy or showcases vulnerability for the sake of validation. Instead, he redirects his energy toward conquering challenges, maintaining an unshakable, cheerful spirit no matter the struggle. Seneca captured this perfectly. Fire tests gold, and misfortune tests brave men. Hardships, they're his proving ground, his chance to forge an indestructible will. Ultimately, a Stoic man's approach to pain is a masterful balance of endurance, joy, and transformation. He welcomes challenges not with despair, but with courage, proving that true strength lies in embracing hardship and emerging stronger. 7. His pleasures. In Stoic philosophy, pleasure isn't condemned, but it must be controlled. A Stoic man doesn't indulge recklessly, nor does he allow fleeting pleasures to dominate his mind or corrupt his character. Instead, he practices moderation, ensuring that enjoyment remains an aspect of life, not its ruler. This perspective is especially crucial in relationships. Stoicism teaches that pleasure can be a dangerous distraction if left unchecked. A Stoic man knows that self-mastery is key, and he refuses to let desires lead him away from reason and discipline. He enjoys life's pleasures, but always with awareness, never losing sight of his higher purpose and principles. For a Stoic, pleasure isn't about deprivation or denial, it's about balance. He doesn't chase excess or indulgence, but ensures that every pursuit remains aligned with virtue. Pleasure serves his growth, not his downfall. By keeping his passions in check, he ensures that enjoyment enhances his life rather than controls it. A Stoic man knows that craving and chasing pleasure can lead to discontent and inner turmoil. Instead of letting desires overpower his judgment, he cultivates non-attachment, ensuring that pleasure serves him, not the other way around. His approach is rooted in wisdom, using enjoyment without compromise to his moral compass or discipline. Stoicism warns against wasting or abusing pleasures, urging a deep appreciation rather than reckless indulgence. A Stoic man values quality over quantity, choosing to savor life's joys mindfully rather than plunging into excess. His satisfaction doesn't come from constant gratification, but from thoughtful engagement, ensuring his pleasures remain enriching, not destructive. In relationships, he follows the principle of self-regulation. He doesn't seek pleasure from external sources alone, nor does he depend on others to satisfy fleeting desires. Instead, he maintains control, aligning his pleasures with his virtues, proving his commitment to personal integrity and autonomy. Epictetus captured this wisdom perfectly. Freedom is not procured by a full enjoyment of what is desired, but by controlling the desire. True fulfillment comes not from indulgence, but mastery. And a Stoic man embodies this truth by living with balance, discipline, and clarity. Ultimately, his approach to pleasure is a perfect harmony of enjoyment and restraint. By staying mindful and measured, he experiences life's joys without falling into excess, ensuring he lives with virtue, reason, and unwavering control. 8. His love. In Stoic philosophy, love is not about dependence, it's about strength, independence, and wisdom. A Stoic man embraces love without losing himself in it, ensuring that his emotions never cloud his rationality or self-sufficiency. His approach isn't about cold detachment, it's about loving freely without being controlled by attachment or fear. A Stoic man sees love as an emotion guided by reason. He cherishes deep connections, yet he never lets love blind him to reality or compromise his principles. His independence remains intact even in romance, proving that true love doesn't confine, it empowers. Above all, respect, dignity, and equality shape his relationships. He doesn't view love as possession, but as a mutual exchange of care, allowing both individuals to grow freely and authentically. His love is rooted in harmony, ensuring balance between affection and autonomy. Unlike those who demand validation, a Stoic man appreciates love without expecting it as a right. He treasures it as a gift, fostering gratitude, mindfulness, and meaningful emotional depth. Through this philosophy, he navigates relationships with clarity, purpose, and unwavering strength. A Stoic man knows that love isn't measured by words alone. It's proven through actions. He doesn't feel the need to constantly voice his emotions because his devotion is reflected in his daily choices, his care, and his unwavering support. His love isn't simply spoken, it's lived. Marcus Aurelius captured this wisdom perfectly. The best way to avenge yourself is not to become like the wrongdoer. In love, this means a Stoic man never lets emotions override his virtues. No matter the challenges he faces, he stays true to his principles, refusing to let love lead him astray or compromise his integrity. His approach to love strikes the perfect balance between emotional depth and rational understanding. He loves deeply, yet never at the cost of his independence, virtue, or self-mastery. This perspective allows him to foster meaningful, fulfilling relationships rooted in strength, wisdom, and unshakable integrity.